Hello everyone, and welcome to part 1 of AI Prompting Essentials, a 5-part series on essential concepts and daily checklists for effective AI prompting. Across the series, we will examine what generative AI can and cannot do, how to choose the right tool and write effective prompts, how context and collaboration improve results, how to verify and use AI responsibly, and how to develop reusable workflows, automation, and AI agents. By the end of this video, you will understand what generative AI actually does, where its limitations lie, and 6 practical ways to use it professionally. Have you ever asked an AI assistant a question and received an answer that sounded polished and confident, but was not actually useful? Perhaps it was too general. Perhaps it misunderstood what you needed. Perhaps it gave you 10 paragraphs when you wanted a 5-point summary. Or perhaps the response looked convincing, but some of the information was simply wrong. When that happens, many people immediately blame the AI tool. Sometimes the tool is part of the problem. But very often, the problem is the way we approach the task. We chose the wrong tool, provided unclear instructions, left out important context, accepted the first response too quickly, or failed to verify the result. Effective AI use is therefore not just about learning how to type better questions. It is a complete professional process. You must think clearly about the task, choose an appropriate tool, write an effective prompt, provide relevant context, refine the response, verify important information, protect sensitive data, and remain accountable for the final result. That is the process we will explore throughout this 5-part series. The central message is simple. Think clearly, prompt effectively, verify carefully. And throughout everything we discuss, remember one principle. AI can assist your work, but it does not replace your judgment. Understanding what generative AI is and what it is not. Before learning how to prompt AI effectively, we need realistic expectations about what AI can and cannot do. Generative AI creates new content in response to natural language instructions. Depending on the tool and the task, it may generate text, images, audio, video, computer code, tables, summaries, presentations, or ideas. It is particularly useful for tasks involving language, information, creativity, and organization. It can help you draft and edit documents, summarize reports, explain concepts, generate alternatives, compare options, plan activities, organize information, and automate repetitive work. But generative AI does not know information in the same way a human expert does. It predicts likely responses based on patterns. It does not independently understand, reason, verify facts, accept responsibility, or experience the real-world consequences of its advice in the way people do. That is why an AI response may be fluent, detailed, and completely confident and still be incomplete, outdated, biased, or incorrect. A useful way to think about AI is as a knowledgeable colleague. A capable colleague may help you solve problems, develop ideas, explain a difficult concept, draft a report, or review your work. But you would not automatically accept everything that colleague says without thought. You would ask questions, check important claims, consider whether anything was missed, and apply your own experience. Treat AI in the same way. It is an assistant, not an oracle. It is a contributor, not an authority. It can accelerate work, but it cannot accept responsibility for the outcome. You remain responsible for the instructions you provide, the information you share, the accuracy of the final output, the decisions made using that output, the protection of sensitive information, and compliance with relevant policies and laws. Before opening any AI tool, ask yourself, am I expecting AI to do the work for me, or to help me do the work better? The second mindset usually produces better results. Step 1. Understand the task before opening AI. Professional AI use begins before the prompt. First ask, is AI actually appropriate for this task? What outcome do I want? What decision am I trying to support? What would a successful result look like? These questions matter because a weakly defined task produces a weak prompt. Imagine saying, help me with this report. That request does not define success. Do you need an outline? A complete first draft? A critical review? a summary for management, a grammar correction, a risk analysis, a shorter version. Until you know the objective, neither you nor the AI has a clear destination. So begin with the task, not the tool and not the prompt. 6 ways professionals work with AI. A practical way to define your task is to identify the kind of assistance you need. Most professional AI work falls into 6 patterns: learn, create, improve, analyze, brainstorm, and decide. Learn. Use AI to understand something. You may ask it to explain a technical concept, simplify difficult information, help you learn a new skill, prepare for an examination, or introduce an unfamiliar subject. For example, explain blockchain to someone with no technical background using simple examples. Create. Use AI to produce a first draft of something new. This may include reports, emails, presentations, meeting agendas, lesson plans, or marketing material. The important phrase is first draft. AI may help create the initial content, but you must review, refine, and finalize it. Improve. Use AI to enhance work that already exists. You may ask it to correct grammar, improve clarity, shorten a document, change its tone, reorganize sections, or adapt it for a different audience. Improving existing content is often faster and more reliable than asking AI to recreate everything from the beginning. Analyze. Use AI to examine information and identify useful insights. It can compare alternatives, identify risks, summarize reports, organize research, extract themes, or assess strengths and weaknesses. AI may accelerate analysis, but significant conclusions still require review by someone who understands the subject. Brainstorm. Use AI to generate multiple possibilities. It can suggest project ideas, business strategies, training activities, product improvements, research topics, or creative directions. During brainstorming, ask for several alternatives. Value quantity first, then apply your own judgment to select and develop the strongest options. Decide. AI should support decisions, not make them for you. It can compare choices, identify trade-offs, highlight risks, list advantages and disadvantages, suggest decision criteria, or expose factors you may have overlooked. But the final decision remains human. Many tasks combine several patterns. Writing a professional report, for example, may involve learn, analyze, create, improve. Knowing your work pattern helps you choose the right tool, write a better prompt, provide more relevant context, and evaluate the answer appropriately. That concludes Part 1. In Part 2, we will build on this foundation by learning how to choose the right AI tool and how to structure stronger prompts using the Golden Prompt Framework. Thank you for watching, and I will see you in Part 2.